Hey everybody, welcome to Brothario. I am a dude that has lived a life, has recently divorced, and I'm now going to do my part to help all the other guys out there to make sure you do not fall into the same situation that I think that at this point in time, 60% of every guy that gets married in the United States falls into, okay? So here we go, let's get started. Have you guys seen this or heard about this movie, Obsession? It's a small budget indie horror movie that has made a ton of money off of a very minuscule budget. An otherwise absolutely fantastic, successful story that has been used by a woman to nuke her career. She has decided to go onto Instagram to say some really misguided stuff because being a woman, she has no foresight and she can't be happy. So let's get into it. I've debated this for a long time. I've been holding a lot of weight over the past 2 years since the production of Obsession, so I'm going to say it as it is. Obsession was made for $750,000 and is projected to make $250 million. How much I made? $300 a day as art director. I had to look up what an art director is. It is apparently someone that, well, here you go. Here's the description. They just make stuff look the way they think it should look. Big whoop. This came out to $6,743.36 after taxes, no mileage. Well, you made $300 a day, which is pretty good. I would be happy $300 a day, and you worked for 22 days, so you made $7,000. The fact that it came out to $6,741.36 after taxes, take that up with the government. That's not the movie's fault. That's the government's fault, and all taxation is theft, so let's keep it that way. All right? I did know the rate beforehand and agreed to it. I did know the rate beforehand and agreed to it. Okay, that's established now. But at the point in time, I was living paycheck to paycheck. This is the reality of most filmmakers, especially those who work below the line. We become a line in the budget sheet to keep as low as possible. Well, obviously, to maximize profits, you want to keep costs down. That's basic business. There were also crew on the session who were volunteers getting paid in gas and mileage. This wasn't even paid on time. So to make a $250 million grossing film, some of these amazing people had to come out of pocket to work on set. That is apparently the nature of indie films. If you look into that, that's just kind of the way they work. Apparently, if you're an indie filmmaker, you don't do it for the money. You do it because you actually believe in something. You want to make it because that's what your passion is. I'm not the filmmaker. I don't care. But this is apparently no different than any other industry film, okay? Or indie film, I should say. All right. I kick myself every day for not flipping this production. Flipping this production when it comes to movies apparently means flipping means to go get it unionized. And unionizing pretty much anything, all that's going to do is drive up the cost while giving you no benefit whatsoever. So doing an indie movie like this, if you flip it to become a union pictured film, there's a chance that it just gets crushed to begin with. And of that $7,000 you were supposed to make, you wouldn't make any of it, okay? I was encouraged not to, and I naively listened. As is the case for most low-budget productions, everyone has to wear many, many hats. Though my official title is art director, I was also a PA, a production assistant, set dresser, graphic designer, background actor, driver, swing, and buyer, okay? Graphic designer, I do that, as a hobby. Whoop-de-doo. Production assistant, don't even know what that does. Dresser, here, put these clothes on. Background actor, here, let me stand in the back while all these other people do other things. A driver, I mean, you have a car, you're driving to set anyway. Swing, don't know what that is. And a buyer, so you took the money that was given to the production and you went and bought some stuff. Big deal. I was doing runs for the art department. Again, no mileage. I was shopping, loading, returning while the rest of the crew were on set. Thank you, Jeff Barker, for helping me during those times. I had to wrap Bear's house that was left in absolute mess without water or crafties left behind. I shopped an entire location, Ian's house, and loaded the truck the same day for a shoot the next day, which also happened to be an overnight. I'm assuming that these houses are just what happens in the movie locations, and shot means she went and looked at them to film in. That I don't know. It took such a physical toll on my body that I kept losing weight, weighing 90 pounds during this production. You should have eaten something. It didn't take that much of a toll. From what I see here, this is light work for based on anyone that's actually done any real physical labor, okay? Blah, 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 whine, whine, whine. I say all this to finally have my peace. I know this is bigger than Obsession or Curry and his team. It's not about that. I know this is even bigger than the film industry. If you feel called to have this discussion with me, please do so. I'm willing to be wrong because I know I'm probably missing information and my perspective is just a drop in the bucket. If you are a crew member on Obsession and feel called to share your rate, maybe we can turn the tide in the film industry. Okay? So, here we go. This lady, Sally Choi is her name. She did exactly 2 movies or 2 films, wherever. This Obsession movie here is like the second thing she did. She did like some From Horn of Africa and something else this year. Her IMDb, like she has done so little that her IMDb has a blank picture. They don't even have a picture of her because she's just getting started out. So when we go back here, I know this is even bigger than the film industry, and if you feel called to have this discussion with me, please do so. I'm willing to be wrong because I know I'm probably missing information and my perspective is just a drop in a bucket. Yes, you are wrong. Here's the deal. When you sign up for a job, you are signing up for what you think the value of your time is worth. You are going to say to this employer, this is the amount of time I'm going to give you. The employer is going to say back, okay, this is the amount of money that I'm willing to give you for said time. If you agree that your time is worth that amount of money and you accept the job, you have agreed to do that job and you know what you're going to get paid. You don't know when it comes with like movies like this, okay? The people that are actually risking everything are the ones that gave that $250 million. Or I'm sorry, the $750,000, okay? They could have put up that money and this movie could have bombed. This movie could have not even been made because like something happened during production, they ran out of money and then all that money is just lost. The fact that it made $250 million is a testament to how good that movie ended up being and the word of mouth, because this movie, from what I'm seeing, has just grown crazy. Like word of mouth keeps spreading and it like weekend over weekend, it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. It's doing better than the Star Wars movie that came out, which is all well and good. But there is no guarantee that this is actually what's going to happen. What there is a guarantee, though, is that had you tried to flip this to get it unionized, the more of a guarantee is that, okay, $750,000, that's going to pop the budget up to, I don't know, I'm just guessing here, $5 million. I'm pulling numbers out of my ass. I don't know anything about this. $5 million, that probably the budget and the movie probably would have been scrapped altogether because it is sheer, not even luck, but is a sheer happy outcome that this movie is projected to make $250 million off of a $750,000 budget. That is a massive success, but you don't know going into that you would be making that, okay? So you agreed to work for $7,000 over the course of this production, which I think ran for 22 days. So you worked for 22 days and made $7,000. That is really, really good money. If you were to do that every month, you work for 22 days a month, and then you have, 8 days off, a week off, or whatever, and you can manage to roll this into like another film and do that and get paid another, and that's $84,000 a year. That's more than most people make working normal, real full-time jobs, 40-hour work week, okay? This is ridiculous. The reason I am bringing this up is because this is showing that women do not have any appreciation for situations they're in, and they do not have any foresight at all. This lady happened to be part of a movie that has taken off when she is just beginning her career. Had she shut up and said nothing, or even if she said anything, come out and say, hey, you know what? This is great. I'm glad to be part of this movie. It came out so, to be so successful. I think it would be great if, and down the line, like the producers or whatever, I think because Blumhouse picked this up, if they came back and gave like some extra bonuses because the movie did so great, that'd be fantastic. But if not, you know what? It was a great experience for me working on this, and I look forward to working in my career future. That would have been perfectly fine. But what she has done is she has taken and completely 100% sabotaged her career, because what she has shown here is that she cannot appreciate a good outcome that happened by, I don't want to use the word luck, because luck isn't good. It managed to make a good movie that tapped into the zeitgeist that a lot of people can get along with. Okay, so she happened to be part of a production that turned out like immensely popular and well, and really good. She could have parlayed this into a career, because she is the art director, the person that just goes and makes sure stuff looks together on what would be probably this year or in a long time, like one of the biggest returns on a movie investment ever. That would be her talking point. She could say, go for a new movie. It's like, yes, hey, guess what? I was art director on Obsession. This is what my rate is going to be now. And guess what? She could have gotten it. But because she can't be happy with her current situation, with seeing how good it has worked out for her, and she has absolutely no foresight into the future because she can't get past her emotions, she has tanked her career flat out. I would be willing to bet that she is never going to work on a large production again, and she'll flame out of this industry in the next 2 to 3 years doing nothing but small little indie movies, because she has turned out to show herself to be a toxic cancer. And why I'm talking about this is because this is a prevalent thing when it comes to women. They're in a situation that's very good for them, and they will only look. They will go out of their way to try and find the absolute worst thing they possibly can in the situation to harp on, instead of looking at the good of the situation. They'll focus on the smallest, most awful little thing, and they'll let that ruin everything else. And this isn't even an awful thing. She got paid to do this. There are many people, as she said here earlier, up here at the top, that worked for free because those people just believed what it is to make in that movie. They believed in that movie and they want to be a part of it. They worked for free. There's a lot of times where you got to do work for minimal amounts of money or for free to just get your foot in the door to do something else to hopefully grow later on. She was given such an opportunity here, but because she is a woman who cannot get her emotions out of her way, who cannot actually sit here and see the good that she has it and be happy, she has destroyed her entire career. And that's just what she does. This is the thing I want all you guys out there to understand. Like, no matter what you do, go in a relationship or any sort of thing like this, no matter what you do, no matter if you give everything to what a woman that she says she wants, every little thing, and this was going to make her happy, you will never, ever be able to truly make a woman happy, and they will keep looking for something more. Even if what they have is the absolute best that there is on offer, period, they will think that there is something else out there better, and they will try and push for it and just sabotage everything that they have that is good enough, that is great, just to try and get what they think, they believe, without actually knowing is out there that they think could potentially be bigger, because they can't be satisfied and they can't be happy. Okay, so always keep this in mind when you're dealing with women, especially when it comes to a relationship. There is absolutely no way you'll be able to keep a woman happy, and do not even try to have your relationship be set up in this way to try and make a woman happy, because it will not work. All right, guys, this is the Berthario channel. It's a ridiculous name, but I thought of it and I wanted to roll with it. I'm going to make more videos like this. And just remember here, everything I'm saying is generalized. Not every single woman is like this, but most women are exactly like this when I'm talking about something. Okay. All right, guys, if you guys like it, feel free to, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will get with you guys later. Take it easy.
All right, check you later.